just enjoying some basketball, enjoying the family. Me and my daughter went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy 2 yesterday.
Was it good?
So, oh man, it was. You know what? It wasn't as good as the first one, but it was funny as hell. Like it was hilarious. But it was definitely worth the price of admission. I really, I
Yeah,
mean,
I got
yeah.
a quick question. What's the or like y'all just talk
Yo,
about
I was for that. Nah,
what you
Two
yeah,
all that noise.
I made tomorrow.
That's right.
Then after I had that, and had it made tomorrow. I was really good. I pretty much just wanted to make sure it was all right. So I had to get it out. So, yeah, I just wanted to make sure it was ready. I didn't want to burn something. So I had to take it out.
That's what's up, dude.
oh man, hey, I'm sorry, when I heard I'm like I just wanted to say sorry, I'm greedy.
I was hearing the two. You said they're sauteing the hell out of
You got like some business and I'm into no, I'm like no real man.
right.
Right.
I'm talking about food. If it hit like five, I'm food now.
So you how you really
I was back again. They actually going out squad. They really going out. Seems like they're good at that. But frankly, wise, which I definitely think that they need to get the kid Mendez from AAA and have him either to actually close the thing. I think that's okay, but it is what it is. The fact is gonna have a problem. Still, they get that thing. But besides that, I have to work for the most part of inside of my job. It's up for the week. Everybody hard or not together for the week. So if we did disaster, but that's the retail though. You got to take the bad with the good. I look at it like I don't know.
What's been up with you, Malik?
I went did yeah man, I went did a cake. I think I'm not the dumbest person. I'm just really the smartest. I think I'm pretty smart. Like I like puzzles. Like I love getting object things and puzzle stuff, figure it out. Something like that. Let's do it. I feel like the dumbest people like the dumb. It's like dumb. They never. Oh my God! It was like 8 or 9 of us sleeping that. Oh man, don't drink before you go to an occasion. That's my advice. I didn't.
Hold on, man. Where did you find it? Sounds pretty bad.
It's fun. Like I really want to do it in the exact same room because you're not gonna beat me. Like I'm gonna get out. It's called Escape Room Zone in Farmington Hills by Zephyr or wherever.
Okay.
And like it got level. We did the bank heist. So there's like that's a level 2 room. Most people start at level 1. But I didn't pay attention to no levels. I just thought that would be cool. Like rob a bank, you gotta get up out of here. But it wasn't it wasn't it didn't work. We did the walk of fame, yeah. Like I mean we got nurses, like we got people with degrees in this room. There's people that just like can figure stuff out. We was in there like stuff on the day I promise you. We couldn't have made our way out of the paper box. The whole
Man.
and one side missing. Like you have them on 5 rooms. We got two.
Yeah.
Anyway, I would highly recommend. I would highly recommend this game for anybody. Okay, man, you know, chill, we'll put this out. Get some games on the track. I missed the show though. I missed you guys.
I know you was flying. You was flying your ass off last week. Hey, you. Check it out. Like, nobody else feels weird about not doing the show, and I'm like, no, like we done took the time off before. She was like, well, this is the first time for me. So yeah, it is the first time. This no, we haven't been show for all week. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, so she was it feel weird not doing the show today. And you chilling. And you went to the damn Tigers game on the.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh.
Yeah, you took his ass to the Tigers game.
Yeah, that game was crazy. They just competed on the Cleveland Indians. 2 hours ago after you see that game, I was just looking at that boy because all that time they were crazy this morning. Yeah. I was like, we'll pick another game. Maybe we'll go to the Cleveland game if that happens. But we ended up getting to the game and the rain cleared, but it was cold as hell that night too. That was the night when it was like low 40s, close to 30. And we was on those like metal benches in the clubhouse area, and it was freezing, man. But yeah, they whooped them real bad. So man, they made it easy for us, man, because once they got to that 8th inning, we was like, there ain't no way they're gonna catch back up. I know K-Rod been messing up a lot, man. But I'm like, K-Rod's not that bad. He will not give up that big of a lead. So yeah, the lead actually held. They didn't. I think it was like probably 7-2 or 7-1. But yeah, it was pretty good to be there though. That was my second game this year, and I had a blast. And I'm going to see my boy Albert Pujols before he retired, man. We're going to go see the Anaheim Angels and my mom, one of my favorite players, Mike Trout. I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah.
Did they win the first time you went?
You know what? I'm not going to even jinx myself, but I probably do after I say this. But every game I went to, they won, so they going to probably lose.
I want to tell you good luck. No. We putting it in the universe. Good luck. You at the game, Tigers win it. Write it down. So let's get into the show, fellas.
For sure.
So the NFL draft is it came, it's all it conquered. What y'all think? Can we talk about the Lions?
Yeah, we can highlight it to talk about the Lions.
Yeah.
So what y'all think? How the Lions do? They made some good choices.
Who you starting out with?
Talking you next day, you first.
Well, in a nutshell, when I saw the Lions draft, I actually, it was crazy because I was working that day, and I ended up. That's when my shoulder and stuff started really hurting, so I ended up coming home that day. So I'm chilling, watching the draft. So I'm watching all these picks go. So that I usually follow. It's just a nerdy, a sports nerd thing. You know what I'm talking about. Sports nerd thing. You try to line up, where you think people gonna go on a draft with your sheet. You know what I'm saying? Like, see how many you can match or whatever. So I see that Jonathan Allen falling, goddamn Reuben Foster falling. Just all these big names are falling. So when the 20th pick went, I think it was Denver. Denver picked before we did. So I'm like, oh, ain't nobody get Reuben Foster yet. First thing that went in my mind, I'm like, oh, we about to get Reuben Foster. So then Capri hit me up, and he was like, I think they're going to get Jared Davis. So I'm like, all right. So I'm looking at Jared. I have And I hadn't even really looked at Jared Davis stuff. And he'll not. So the Lions ended the draft, you know what I'm saying? And more complete linebacker, I think, than Reuben Foster. Reuben Foster, I looked at injury issues, which I'll be later or whatever, that a lot of us didn't know about. You know what I'm saying? That it was like, I mean, the injury was highlighted. You know, he had a diluted sample at the combine. He got into it with one of the nurses there, I think, medical staff or something. He ended up getting sent home and everything. You know, so I'm like, you know, that would have probably been a more sexy name for the Lions to get, but I think Jared Davis was better for their team. Then they came back and got Tabor from Florida as well, a teammate of Jared Davis. And I thought those were the top two were highlights for me. I really don't know too much about the wide receiver that they drafted, whatever, out of Northern Illinois. I heard he's supposed to be pretty good. He's a big guy, like 6'4", something like that. So hopefully he can transition to the NFL game coming from a smaller conference. I don't think that really matters no more, though. You know what I'm saying? That's more. Hugh, you think that should be mattering now? The smaller conference?
I don't really think so, man, because a lot of the smaller conference teams now are starting to excel, and I believe a lot of them are starting to implement more of the NFL, and some of them are trying to get more like the pro-style offenses, having the pro-style just, you know, football on both sides of the offense and defense. You know, they're doing them now in little schools, not often, but they're still putting in some of those things in their X's and O's when they're doing, you know, their playbooks now. So it's like most of it is kind of common now. Do they look at it like it might not be playing like the heavy hitting players every week, but I still feel like a lot of those guys come in the NFL and they excel. So it depends on how much you want it too. But I definitely don't believe that's a big factor anymore.
Yeah, I don't really think that's a big factor. He might transition to the game, but I think with the Lions draft picks, and I'll let Hugh get to it. But with the draft picks I saw with the Lions, basically we're telling the fans that we know what we're doing. Like, we're actually building a team. We're not trying to compete for the Super Bowl with just good draft picks, like with just the draft picks. You know, just highlighting the draft picks. Okay, these guys are going to get us. No, they're actually building layers. You know what I'm saying? So they picks look very strategic to me. To be really, really good in this league, you have to build your team with a combination of draft and good free agent pickups. So I think the Lions get it. You know what I'm saying? I think they get it now. And like I said, Bob Quinn, he's been around the Patriots for about 16 years. So you kind of understand, like, kind of the background he got. So I'm not too worried. I think they did pretty good. And I would give them probably like a solid B to B+. That's what I give them.
Okay. Any other, what you think about the draft period as a whole?
Draft that later.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, that's like a separate question. Like, because I'm going to let you talk about the Lions right quick. I will get to the whole draft later because I'm going to be long-winded again about that. Philly fans, all that shit.
I actually really think that they did a good job. Like Jay said, they didn't do a lot of sexy picks, but they were smart with their picks. And not only that, we all looked at Reuben Foster and we thought he was going to be a good player. He's a side-to-side player. Most times, he's like tackle the person with the ball, and he do that. And he's a very ferocious player when it comes to like the vicious hits. We've seen on his highlights. He was flipping players where he was really putting a hurting on them when he was doing what he did, but we didn't know about all the stuff that was going on with him. We knew about the deluded sample, that he had, and we heard about, rumblings about him getting in trouble and having to go home from arguing with one of the nurses at the combine, but we didn't hear about all these undisclosed injuries with Ruben, and I think, too, the way he was acting, his attitude is something, needs in Detroit right now. We already trying to win, and we're going through a lot of struggles. We have our ups and downs every season. I feel like we got our pick, Davis. I thought that he was a really good pickup for that. By him being in the SEC, I feel like he's used to playing with a lot of, talented guys. He played with a lot of the great receivers and just the players, period, in his division. And he's a shutdown corner. So I really thought that was a smart move on our behalf, too. They didn't have to reach for it. On last year with them, sometimes they'll play like we're one of the best teams, if not the best team in the league, and some games they just get lost. Yeah, it's pretty good about a lot of tape on him, man. He's phenomenal. He's good, man. He catch that ball and he's running. He got a lot of speed, so I hope that transitions in the NFL and the competition over here in the NFL. Because, like you said, it's different from college and definitely small schools. But yeah, I still feel like I give them a B plus. I thought that they did what was right for their team, and they didn't care about what people thought about the fancy names or the cute, pictures they felt like people should get. Because I know I've heard people on draft day too when I was on Facebook. They were a little pissed off there. We ended up getting the linebacker, and I said, but look at Andre Levy, his injury prone after stay healthy. Mm-hmm. Someone who can play that position for us, And they were like, why don't you get the wrong lineman? I'm like, oh yeah, they must not know football because they don't know about the three footballers we already have. So I didn't want to really get into that and really comment on anything with them because I know they wasn't looking and paying no attention to anything but just this draft. But I think they did good all in all. So I have no complaints with what they did. I think they would have did better if they had more picks, but since they didn't, I'm satisfied with it.
Yeah.
Okay, Hugh. So, since we talked about the Lions, do you think any teams made like bad choices, like overall in the draft, and like some made some offensive choices?
You already know what you're
talking about. We laughed at a lot of that stuff. We thought it was silly. That second pick, me and James was like, what the hell going on? So yeah. It was like not only a stupid pick to me, but me and Jay laughed at it because we already laughed this guy the last time we was on air. We really did. I think that Var was trying to pick up some Disney, but like, man, I really thought that was a silly move, and I know he would agree, and Capri would definitely agree. I know me and Jay didn't like the pick. You gave up too much. I think they gave up how many draft picks? 4 draft picks for Trubisky just to move up a lot. They got scared of the pressure shot because they thought that the team behind them, which it was smart because that Fran, yeah, it was smart too because that Fran, they looking at it like the Fran was quarterback in school, so they got nervous. And that Fran like, hey man, they probably told them, hey listen man, Cleveland's trying to get back up here, man, to move up. So if you give us this, man, we'll let you move up the spot so you can get your guy. And then I thought definitely that they were going to get Solomon Thomas, but it was really a shocker that they got Trubisky and gave up all those picks because definitely we got Mike Glennon. Mike Glennon is I can't say he's well established, but he's a backup who plays new games because it's like what was the kid before him? And that's sad, Jay, because he played well when he first came to the Buccaneers. And he was a high draft pick. And then he's no more, man. I don't even know what this dude is. I definitely forgot his name, and I feel embarrassed about that. But the kid was a good player coming out of school, that he did pretty well. And I think that, I don't know what happened, but he played most of the time there, and then I just don't feel like the team was really feeling him and thought that he was their leader, and that's when Mike Glennon came in, and a couple of times, then Winston got hurt, they put him in as well to play, and they give him all that money, too, for him, and now you get a second-round draft pick, and you lose so many draft picks to get him as a quarterback, who I don't think he's really ready for the pros. I look at it like they probably ain't going to have him sit out, but I just didn't really feel like it was a good idea. I thought it was silly. They could have definitely got a monster on defense like Solomon Thomas to really help establish that defense.
Yeah.
And they're not getting any younger on defense. I thought that was a really poor move on the Bears part. You know, that was really pick up me, and definitely still, I think they reached for him. They could have got him probably late that first round, or maybe even early second. But I think so many people were so desperate for quarterbacks, they reached this year. And there's a lot of people like Mel Kiper and Mike Mayock were saying that they were going to do the same.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, what do you think? Good, bad, and ugly draft. What's going on?
Oh, my God. Well, I start out with the good, actually. I thought one of the highlights of the draft for me that made me happy was when Houston moved up and got Deshaun Watson. I thought that was I just thought that was classy for them to do, and telling Deshaun that, dude, we believe in you. We moving up to get you. Even though we went to the playoffs last year, like, you're the missing piece. That's really what they told him. Like, you're the missing piece. We feel like you can get us over the hump and try to compete, and give us a good shot to compete with the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? Because they had the number one defense last year. So
that was great.
Everybody was saying they had a solid quarterback. They could have probably beat the Patriots last year. And if you look back at the Patriots played a bad game. And the score don't even tell us, you. I mean, they played a bad game. You remember me and you texted, and you was like, man, they were pissing me off. They playing a bad game. They end up two touchdowns or something. You know what I'm saying? On a mediocre ass game. So you put a good quarterback. You put a good quarterback who can challenge that defense. But you know what I'm saying? In Houston, we got a whole different outcome. So I thought that was classy as hell for them to do that. Especially with two other quarterbacks picked. One and two, I think. Trubisky and Mahomes. Mahomes got picked at 10th at Kansas City. Kansas City got Mahomes. Yeah. So, man, I really love that pick. Now, the bad. The bad. I'm not sure. I want to say Cleveland. That's what I want to say, but I think it's turned out to. I think they ended up having a good draft at the end of the day. They addressed the needs. They addressed the quarterback later on in the draft, which I thought it was okay. But for me, probably the bad would probably have to be. Let me see here. I actually didn't know a draft.
You're serious about this?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
See, I gotta start watching college football, so I know. Next, I'm ready.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm handing out. I don't know. We're ready for the test. we gotta get ready.
I mean, we can't all um, watch. We can't watch all the games. So some players we don't be knowing until like the draft come up, and then they have a combine, and then we like look them up for shit like that. But I don't know. I don't. The bad for me was probably the big. I didn't understand what they were doing.
So
I didn't know. I didn't understand it. And for one, you get a receiver who's kind of undersized. He can stretch the field. Don't get me wrong. He can run. He can stretch the field, but he's had some injury issues. So you really want to get somebody on the other side of AJ Green that could really complement him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody to stay healthy. And to be honest, AJ Green is a deep threat himself. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got two guys that can run the same route. AJ Green isn't a master route runner, like that. So it would have been nice to have a possession type receiver on that other side. You know what I'm saying? Because AJ Green is already a playmaker. But I didn't understand that, and especially going that high in a draft, getting a wide receiver like that. You know what I'm saying? That's faster. But then I got even more back in the second round when they picked Joe Mason. I was like, I don't understand that. You got
they gonna ship somebody, Jay?
They gonna have to. They got to.
Doesn't make any sense.
But my thing, it's going to end up. See, what I took from it was I was like, are they going to try to get rid of Giovanni because Joe Mason can do what Giovanni do and then some. I mean, am I correct?
100% on that one.
He can catch out the backfield. He can run between the tackles, and he can run good between the tackles. You know what I'm saying? He runs very well between the tackles. And he's more of a 3-down back. Then they got who is the other back? They got another
Jeremy Hill.
Yeah, Jeremy Hill. So what are y'all doing? What the hell are y'all doing, Cincinnati? I don't understand. It was almost like they picked him so nobody else could get him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. They might have did it so they could trade somebody like Giovanni Bernard. Like Giovanni is like a safety trade pick. You know what I'm saying? That needs a little bit of speed out of their backfield or whatever. So, yeah, man, that was the bad for me. And Hugh said the ugly. Mr. Trubisky, second, unproven, and the Bears is betting a franchise. This reminds me of when you remember, I forget what year, but when Mike Dixon, they traded the Saints' future for Ricky Williams. Like, that's what it reminded me of. But see, at least Ricky was worth it. You know what I'm saying? Ricky was working trying to rationalize that. Like, well, hey, it's Ricky Williams. You know what I'm saying? But now you like it's Mitchell Trubisky. Like, okay, like you betting your future on this. Like, so I don't. Yeah, that was ugly in the draft for me, man. And from there, the Bears was. I mean, it was just like whatever. Like I get what you were saying. I would have took a gamble and said, hey, I get a quarterback in the back of the draft. Or, you know what I'm saying? I get one in the back of the draft, second round or something like that. You can develop them. Because they already just paid
Mike Glenn a lot of money.
Mike Glennon. So see if he works out first. You can get some on defense, like you said, really solidify the defense. Chicago's known for this. You know what I'm saying? Over the past year or so. So they're known for their defense. So why not exploit that? You know what I'm saying? Get you Solomon Thomas, D lineman. If he was there. But San Francisco looked like they always wanted Solomon Thomas. So if the Bears
They were
wanted to
laughing.
pick Trubisky, they could have got him at third. So yeah, that was just ugly. That got played pretty much. But yeah, that was the ugly. That was my good bad ugly.
Oh, yeah, I had a quick question about that. So, like, Michigan had 11 or 12 players get
Right,
drafted.
blue.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you think it's the
Blue.
Harbaugh effect? Or what is it called? Is there any
Last spot. Well, I Bo never got a 11 as good as Coach he was.
It hasn't happened since it happened in 72. I mean 74 and 72. They got 10.
They got 10, yeah.
Yeah, it's never happened.
Well, I mean that's up there. So yeah, you can say that. Did it happen any other time before this draft?
This the most they got.
Okay, so yeah, was Bo there? Yeah, I think he was there. Like that. I'm trying to think. Was Bo there in the '70s, early '70s? I don't know. Look that up for me, Monique. But
I'm not sure.
yeah, Lloyd Carr never got him to that point. So I think it is the Harbaugh effect. They get these proper coaches. And teams look, you know what I'm saying, and the system too. You know what I'm saying, they run more of a pro style squad, just came from the NFL. So, you know, he still has clout there as far as like how he coaches his players and stuff. So hey.
Yeah, both are from 69 to 89.
Okay, yeah, okay. I figured it was there. I was thinking about Phil and Yost. Yeah, but
Yeah, Hugh, do you think it's the Harbaugh effect, or do you think it's like a mixture of it's already there and the Harbaugh? Like, is it both, or what you think?
Yeah, James definitely explained most of it. It's definitely the hardball effect because, like he said, I mean, Harbaugh just finished it in the NFL. He hasn't even really been with us that long. Last year, I didn't expect them to be as good as they were. This year, they basically thinking that it wasn't just a fluke that this happened that one year. Like, they overachieved that first year, and then they kind of underachieved this year. They've been pretty consistent when he's been there, too. And, like, playing. He got put out the game with the ankle sprain, and he wanted to prove himself. The game got physical in the end. It was real chippy until overtime when they kind of pulled away with the game. But I really feel like I would like to see Washington play them. But I think in West right now, it's definitely looking like it's going to be Golden State and San Antonio. I felt like one of them two teams, either San Antonio or Houston, can give Golden State shit. You know, and if any team could beat them, it had to be one of them two teams. But I definitely would like to see a Washington-Cleveland matchup, too, because of the physicality of it. But it's going to be a really interesting matchup, whoever it is, between them and Boston. Just feel like by them having more bigs and they're more physical in play. And I feel like my boy, too, John Wall, man. John Wall and Bill will be problems. You know, because everybody talk about Kyrie, which they should. He's a great player. But, you know, John Wall is equally good. And not only that, they will have problems with Bradley Beal, you know. And you got to get the right person to check him because he's a big guy, you know. And J.R. Smith, man, he just can't be making those middle round mistakes. But it's going to be some really good matchups. And I definitely think it's going to be the rubber match. And like Chase said, Barnes was a little banged up last year. And, you know, you had the center who was banged up too, you know, and by Bogut being injured, you know, and then you had Barnes injured. But then at the same time, you had the idiot, you know, Draymond Green doing what he did. You know, a lot of people still look at it like it's still it was still a question mark on, like, you know, who really was the better team. You know, because of the injuries after the first one when Cleveland lost, and then a couple of injuries on Golden State, but just the idiot Draymond being who he is and showing his true colors when they needed him the most. But I really feel you still got to give credit to Cleveland because they went in there, played their game, and after being down like that, which I feel like was one of the biggest upsets. You'd never think a team going 3-1 would come back like that. But, yeah, I still feel like it's going to be a rematch, and I'll be looking forward to it because now I feel like with Durant on the team, that makes them a little bit more dangerous. You know, he don't need 30 shots. Durant could get 15 shots and still have 30 points going to the free throw line. But I feel like then this will really be where Cleveland will get battle tested, too, as well, once they face a Washington Wizards and when they get to that championship round or either Boston. You know, but yeah, they're going to get battle tested then. That's where the battle's going to begin. And yeah, and if it just so happens to end up being on Golden State again, yeah, it's going to really be a dogfight this time. I would like to see it with all the players healthy. I don't want nobody to go down in the finals. Nothing crazy like that happening. Right. I want to see all the teams at least at their healthiest and see what they're going to do because it's really interesting series. He sweeps right now, but I feel like once it gets to the conference championship and the championship finals, it's really going to be something to watch.
Yeah, y'all know, it's no secret. I'm not a big fan of basketball, but I do like real games. Like I don't like sweeps unless it's like my team. But then that makes it boring. Like I need to see the competition between just
absolutely.
Just put it on the floor.
I feel the same.
Like this is how because I've been watching myself watching it. I play dominoes, so I'll be like, all right, the guys we turn the game on, or from my girl house, whatever, we watching the game, and I'll be sitting there like, dang, like they like, dang, Mo. And like this when basketball is real basketball, they play like they fighting for something.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, Cleveland gonna be cool. They didn't have them a nice rest, and you know, the whole season they just took breaks. So Cleveland good and rested. They just take naps and they just be chilling on the side and they scoops and shit. Like we rested. But yeah, So let's.
I'm back. My bad.
I wanted to say like old Nintendo game.
Man, I
Like,
saw
come
it
on,
was
Mario.
an emergency, man. Him burnt the house down.
Oh,
See,
no,
we
man.
could
Everything good?
record.
Yeah, man. I had turned an eye on the stove on, and I was gonna originally use it, but then I switched eyes, so I put a pot on one eye, but I forgot to turn the first one that I turned on. I forgot to turn that one off, and I had a skillet on there.
Oh.
The skillet. Sorry. Yeah. So that's what happened.
Man,
I thought I had turned it off.
listen, children, stop cooking before you have to get home and do a podcast. Unless you right there with it like you was, flipping and sauteing. Make sure you're finished before you got to get it done. James, did you have something to say about these sleepers?
Yeah, I was just I was talking about it before the roof was on fire. I was saying that we know, what I'm saying, who is going to be in the fight. I mean, they just having cakewalks in they first two rounds right now. Like you said, tonight, Golden State going to end up wrapping it up with Utah. Utah not really supposed to be there. The Clippers just underachieve like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So they really supposed to be Golden State's competition. But they underachieve like crazy. So Utah is there prematurely, like real prematurely. So they about to get handled. And Cleveland, like, it's surprised. I knew the Raptors were going to lose. I didn't think they were going to get swept. I don't think nobody.
Maybe not at all.
And the fact of how they got swept, I mean, they just got pumped. You even had DeMar. May go at them, but not at full strength. So they may get a game, probably two, but that's it.
All right, unfortunately, we're going to keep talking about Crybaby. I mean, LeBron James. And does he have any competition in the Eastern Conference? Like,
It's over there.
he just do what he do. Him.
I definitely think he has competition, but then, like Jay said, they're beating the hell out of each other right now. They in a slugfest. That's why I think that LeBron and I don't care what nobody say. I felt like they took the high roll and they said, you know what? Let us take this seed right here. Let us take the second seed because I think it was harder to match up from that first seed. You know, most times the first seed supposed to have light competition, but it didn't work that way. They have some heavy competition, and not only that, them playing right now, you know, been playing Washington. That's a really rough matchup right now. They're going to battle each other because both teams are physical. So LeBron didn't have to worry about that. He had a lot of, soft teams he played, man. And that's like cities before, And you have Indiana Pacers team who just collapsed right there in front of all of us. And then you turn around and not only did you have Raptors team where at the last minute they say Kyle Lowry's not playing and he hasn't been playing up that expectation. One game where he didn't really do nice and then that's where again this week because I was like, okay, so they just had to hiccup this first game. They'll bounce back. Then, you see the game was a little more closer as far as competition, but then they still lost. And I said, okay, we must have a series. But when Kyle Lowry was put out the game and he didn't play, I said, oh, man, this might be the end. This might be a sweep. And sure enough, that was it for them. This didn't really feel like they had any competition. But then the two Goliaths, they're going to face out of one of those teams, they're going to be banging the hell up because I feel like this team possibly might go this series. It just goes to like the game 7. I would be surprised if it do. It looks like it's going that way. Somebody's going to have to win on the other team's court.
Well, Washington would.
Yeah,
Washington could win all their home games.
Uh-huh.
Boston win game 5 and 7. They got the series.
So yeah, they'll have to win one on the road.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at it right now, I just don't really feel like it's going to really be competition for LeBron because they're going to be not even the same teams, even though you got a younger team in both of the teams. But, when you play that much, it definitely could still hurt Cleveland, though, being rested like that, waiting for the next game, but it didn't hurt them the first time when they played the Raptors. I'm thinking, man, they had this time off, and it might be a problem. But they went in full speed, and they, won that first game. When it just was like a trickle effect. If the more they won, the less confidence the teams have. And I think, like Jay said, a lot of the guys fear LeBron, and I feel like Cleveland as a whole right now don't respect a lot of the teams in the Eastern Conference. And then definitely, too, when you're seeing Kevin Love play at his top game, and then you're seeing Kyrie and LeBron all messing together, was supposed to have been a big three that was like a little underwhelming, and they underachieved. To where now you're seeing them playing now. I'm not saying Kevin's the best player on earth. Kevin Love definitely playing his role, and he knows his role, and he's more comfortable with it. I feel like there's going to be a lot of problems, but I really feel like they're going to get some competition in this conference final, whoever the team may be. But their real competition is going to be when they go to the final.
James?
Yeah, I had texted you because the question I wanted the question to be over the last 7 years since LeBron, because this is his I think going on his 7th straight Eastern Conference Finals or something like that, and through the East. He hasn't had really nobody going at him, like to go at him like that. No real rival. Because you think back in 2011, 12, or whatever, he was with Miami. So he was with Miami for 4 years? They
Yeah.
won 2 out of the 4. So, with that being said, that took away Chris Bosh to go at him. That took away Dwayne Wade to go at him. Who else has been over in the East, superstar player-wise or team-wise, to really combat him? Carmelo's only been to the damn playoffs, twice in the East since he's been with New York.
Mm-hmm.
So, nobody to really go at LeBron. So, you have to really question his journey, because Jordan, you look at Jordan, and he had to go through the Bad Boy Pistons, Boston Celtics. He had to go, through the New York Knicks, Indiana Pacers. I mean, it was teams that really challenged the Bulls. You really thought, like, damn, they're going to look, you know what I'm saying, the Orlando Magic. He had to go through them, everything. So, with that being said, like, I think LeBron really has a been talent in his own confidence. And we saw what happened when he did get talent at first, when he was first at Cleveland. And, they had KG and them over in Boston, and, Chauncey and Rip and Ben Wallace, Rasheed, all them over there in Detroit. He was getting booted up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And Boston beat him that last time. He was like, man, I'm gone. I'm out of here. And he went to go team up with Wade. And so, I don't know, man. It don't be looking good for him sometimes to be. What is he, like 3 and what in the final?
He
3 and 5, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Or no, he's
yeah.
3 and 4, I think.
I know
he lost that one final. He lost the one final against San Antonio. Yeah, he lost one to San Antonio when he was at Cleveland.
Yep. He lost
Dallas. One against Dallas. He lost another one to San Antonio, and he lost one to Golden State. So yeah, he's 3 and 4 in the final.
Yep.
NBA final, which is great in itself, but he just, I don't know. You don't get talent until you get to the final, NBA final.
Yeah, it seems that way. I can agree with you. And that's why I get so upset, Dave, when people be like, man, they feel like Jordan hasn't been challenged. And people come at him and saying, like, yeah, that's why I think LeBron's better, because Jordan hasn't had the competition that LeBron had. And it's like, no, man. In that era, Jordan had way more competition. And it was like you said, people weren't intimidated by Michael Jordan. They wanted to hurt Michael Jordan and, physically abuse those guys because they feel like everybody look at them and feel like they was better than them in the first place, or people feeling like they were like, well, it ain't no way in hell that your team can beat him Bulls. And that's when teams was like, okay, that's how people feel. And then they all had chips on their shoulder. And that's why they played so physical. It seemed like the best that came out of those teams when they played Michael Jordan, man. He would win or lose. But now when you look at what's going on now, it's like, man, LeBron, like you said, man, most times he sweep through that East, probably lose a game or 2 in that conference, go on and go to the championship. It seems like it'd be right there, like it's open doors for them, man. Like, because the East don't really have enough teams yet to really compete like that. You had Boston and, you had your Washington. That's really it. And like you said, when them two playing each other, it helped them get an easy road. I wish I had an easy road to anything in life like LeBron has right now, until I have to get to my challenges.
So, make sure I got this question right. Who, when LeBron retired, okay, whose NBA is it when LeBron retired?
Man, this now I have to get a get a props to first take for this question because when they asked it on there, Stephen A. and Max Kellerman was kind of stumped. They was like, "Hey, that's a good question." It was like we got to come back to that later on. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was thinking about it the whole week. I'm like, who really could take over? You know what I'm saying? So I look at Kawhi. You look at Kawhi Leonard. You look at I can't even pronounce his damn name. The dude over in in Milwaukee, Hugh.
Oh, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Gladness, yeah.
Yeah, man. Him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Him. You look at him, man. You look at Russell Westbrook. You look at Kevin Durant. You know, you got all these players, man, and it's kind of hard on the surface to choose, you know. But if I really had to choose and go at it, the level that what LeBron is doing, I can see Kevin Durant doing that. I really can. Like taking the Warriors, you know what I'm saying, to multiple finals and that type of stuff and all that stuff, whatever. Or if he leaves, I can see him having a certain effect on another team. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Probably not the effect that LeBron has. But like I said, LeBron's like a creative player. I mean, that's why I get so pissed when he be whining about stuff. Because you're the biggest dude on the biggest, fastest dude on the squad. So it's no reason for you to be whining the way you do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But his talent is unquestioned. You can't question his talent. You know, so I see, you know, Kevin Durant being like that. You know what I'm saying? Because Kevin Durant is hard to defend. He is hard. Like, he's even tougher than LeBron to defend. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, this LeBron does so much other stuff. You know what I'm saying? He passes the ball, rebound, you know what I'm saying, get the break going, all that, run the floor well, and all this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to scoring the basketball and all this stuff, Durant is damn near unmatched because he's so hard to guard. You know, so I could see him taking over like that. And you can make a case for Kawhi Leonard, too, because he's a damn good two-way player. Plays great defense. Offense is good. You know what I'm saying? He don't whine about no calls. I'll never see this dude whining about no calls at all. Nothing. But, yeah, man, you probably say them two. You know what I'm saying? I think Steph is going to have his superstardom, but I don't think he'll have mass effect, like as far as dominance. Like he'll create dominance upon the league like that. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of hard for a point guard. I think Russell could probably do it before Steph can, like take over after LeBron, because it would be a point guard. But my money goes off to KD. I think KD will do it.
So how old is LeBron?
LeBron is 34, but that's almost 40 in basketball years. 42.
So,
what's that?
So like, how old do people usually say in the NBA? Like with the
they usually do average. They usually do late to early 40s, but you're talking about a kid who been playing in the NBA since he was 18. LeBron got drafted in 2003. So think about that. He got drafted in 2003, and he's played multiple games, went deep into the playoffs, and played in the Olympics, stuff like that. So that's a lot of wear and tear, flying, traveling, all that type of stuff on your body. So, you know, you got to take all that stuff into account. So, he's, like I said, he's about 30 something, early to mid 30s, but I think he's like in basketball years, with him starting that early, I think I think LeBron will be done by like 38. So I think he probably got about 4 more years. Oh, you 32? Okay.
32. Mm.
Well,
Okay,
then that
yeah.
makes it 36 to me then.
Yeah, so I'll
So you
probably
think
say
you got
about
good
5 more
4 more
years.
years?
Yeah, just 4 or 5 more years. Yeah, he probably want to take a few more championships.
So if you say, so Kevin Durant probably like the same age then.
No, Kevin Durant a little bit younger. Kevin Durant's like 26, I think. 27.
He's 28.
28, okay. Yeah, so he right behind. Not too far, 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
And he's September, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So he got enough years in him left to be able to take out King, replace the King. James?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you do. I think he'll, because you know what do they say? The deterioration shows before the person actually walks away. So you'll see the person, you know, dying down, and you know, you see him, you like, damn, LeBron might want to get ready to retire in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll see it.
I mean,
like,
the way he be resting,
slowing down. but to be totally honest, in these playoffs, I mean, I know they haven't been talented to that degree, but he's been playing a lot of minutes that he doesn't even have to play. So his conditioning.
I'm talking about regular season.
No, I'm talking about period. Like even the regular season. Like he only rested, I think like 5-6 games this year out of 82. So I mean, even though I don't agree with him resting, I think he should play all 82 games. But he still seems in top form, like top typical shape. You know what I'm saying? Like the kind of shape like Russell Westbrook, like dudes like that. That's freakish. Like Russell Westbrook played to that intensity level, but did you just hear what I said? Playing at 182 at 80-something games. That's crazy, and in the playoffs. So I mean, if he stays in shape, I think he'll probably prolong his career. But I think him staying in shape, his basketball stuff will kind of dwindle a little bit. I still think it'll dwindle. I don't think he'll have the effect that he had years ago. You know what I'm saying? Father Time is undefeated. So it'll catch up with him soon. He may be in topical shape, running the floor, but the shots ain't going to fall. The defense ain't going to be as quick. He ain't going to be coming to get chased down blocks no more. None of that. Kevin Durant can take over during that time.
Okay, Westbrook could. He's the same age. He out here killing him.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him because of his demeanor. I wouldn't put it past Russ. I know Hugh wouldn't be. I wouldn't put it past Russ at all. But just that Russ can be contained to some point guard. So he always has the ball in the hand. Kevin Durant is, I mean, he's different. He's 6'11", first of all, and he plays like a guard. He got handles to shoot, and when he released the ball, he's about 7'4". You know what I'm saying? So he's a natural small forward. I mean, just playing wise, he's small forward. So you put a regular small forward up against him, that's a 3-inch height advantage off rip, because a regular small forward is like 6'7", 6'8". But then, you know, once he rises up to shoot, he's 7'4". You can't guard that. And he can blow past you and dunk on your bid. So it's like, you know, pick your poison with that guy. But, I mean, I wouldn't put it past Russ, though. Because Russ got the heart of a lion, man. You know what I'm saying? He played like he about 7 feet tall. So, well, he can be contained more, you know what I'm saying? So I think it'll be a little harder. He'll have to work too hard to the point where, you know what I'm saying, he'll overexert himself. He start getting injured, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The Allen Iverson effect.
Well, we'll see. We got what you give it 4 or 5 years. I'm still we're gonna be in our 40s. Oh
Man, Monique, it's crazy because I look at most of us that came out of high school together, and a lot of us, I was like, damn. See, I was talking to my girl the other day, and I was like, damn, we 36 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, our kids about to graduate, stuff like that or whatever. And I said, it seemed like just yesterday we was like in our 20s. And then she was like, shoot, we still look like we like in our 20s. Like a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us that didn't have, the hard-ass life, you know what I'm saying, in adulthood. You know what I'm saying? All the drinking and shit like that. But a lot of us look like we still teenagers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we look like in our, one time, me and my daughter was taking an Uber somewhere, and this young lady was driving us, and she was like, "How long have you guys been together?" And I'm like, "Huh?" And I'm like, "This is my daughter," and she was like, "No, it's not." She was like, "How old are you?" And I was like, "I'm 36," and she was like, "No way." She said, "You look like you about in your early 20s." And I'm like, "No." I said, "I wish." But no, like I'm a grown, I'm a super grown man, like almost 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it was. I mean, it's how we look. I mean, I work with a guy who's 53 years old. The dude don't look a year over 30. Like,
well, you know what they say.
I mean, oh yeah, black don't crack. That's what they say.
Hello. I mean, but then some of us from high school look like we ate our high school selves. Right?
Monique, I was looking at the pictures of you the other day. You look like you were about 25, 26. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well,
you look like you in your 20s too. You're late 20s. So, I mean, when we 40, we still gonna look 20 years old.
I thought you was gonna say you saw a picture of me. I look like I ate my high school self. I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna eat for a week.
No, you still smaller than me. You always been small.
Thank you.
Kitty
Thank
butt.
you. I was trying. I don't eat like it though. I eat smash, but I don't eat a lot though. Like when I eat though, I do jam plate. But I mean, hey, I'm a real female. Like I eat. I like food. I like bacon. I like French fries. I like sriracha and cheese. I like eggs and garlic bread. And I really think I'm about to make me some to go with my pizza and wings. But yeah.
Girl, I do that garlic bread with that pepper steak. You know you gotta have that garlic bread.
Man, and I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So
Crazy.
I need to make a salad for dinner, but they can make a salad themselves. They grown up.
I can't deal with you today and that damn pepper steak and garlic bread.
Yeah.
Come on.
What was you trying to cook, Jay? I'm sorry. We got on the food rant.
Oh no, actually I was baking some pot stickers and some egg rolls. You know what I'm saying? Some a little light today. You know what I'm saying? So I was boiling. Yeah, I was boiling the water. I was boiling the water so I can put the pot stickers in there and blanch them a little bit, and then I was gonna fry them. So left the damn wrong eye on. So the house clearing out now.
Man, I've done it before. My son be like, "Mom, what you?" I gotta like open the front door, the end over the stove, the window, the side door. Like, look, it happens when you cook. It's not. I mean, look. Anyway, you eating right? You not dead. Everybody's fine. Let's keep it moving. With that in mind, let's talk about your boy, Hugh.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
So
Here
let's
we
jump
go.
into why we're gonna start with the foot in the mouth segment of Mr. LeVar Ball. And before our last show, towards the end, I was on the computer like I am now, and I was looking him up just to see if he had something for me, and he did. And he was talking about the night thing and how he wants, he said it before, how he wants $1 million, $1 billion for his kids.
Yeah. Like $100 million a year.
He said, you don't have to give it to me at once. Just give me $100 million over 10 years.
Yeah.
He said, it's there. That's our number. Like, straight out the gate, this is what I want. Before he came out with his shoes, and he got in a little something with Nike executive who said he's the worst thing that happened in the 100 years. Like, I'm like, man, like, he's saying what everybody is thinking about this man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, real talk. Like, well, who are for what they want? Ours is better than that. It feels better. What? So he's not only going after Nike, Adidas, Under Armour. He messed with Prada, Gucci. What they got to do? What? Come on now. Stay in your lane. Take your foot out your mouth. Like,
yeah.
then
I'm about to get on his supporters too.
He goes to Shaq and says, because Shaq talking about the price of the shoes, like, why you making your shoes so expensive? Like, how the kids go get your shoes? He said, just like Shaq was saying, bring the shoes down for the kids to buy. How about you already got that covered, so you let them buy your shoes? Everybody. You don't even care who you coming at. Like, he sounds so crazy. And he always has justification for what he says, because, people say stuff, so you got to back it up. And it's like, even when you try and back it up, you sound just as crazy as the first time you said it. So, Hugh, we're going to start with you. It's your man. What you think about that little boy and his foot?
It's always the split there. It seems like people need to put the split in his rear end. That's what I believe. I just really think it's embarrassing.
Hey, Hugh.
Yeah, what's up,
I
Jack?
don't mean to cut you off. But go ahead and lay it as thick as you can. We got 30 minutes left. Lay it as thick as you can because I'm going off. Like I'm going in on everybody that support this goddamn idiot and everything. So I know you about to give him the business too. And then another thing, I was scrolling and I just saw a cherry cheesecake Hershey bar on the internet. And this is why America is fat as hell, because I just want to go find this. I'm going to find. People can't control themselves, Monique. I'm one of them, but I'm naturally big, and I always try new stuff. Just like today, I just tried some caramel M&M.
M&M.
So
yeah, I got some yesterday.
So this cherry cheesecake, I'm gonna be trying to find it. But all right, Hugh, go ahead, bro.
No, hold on, Hugh. So you tell me, hurry up, we ain't got all day, when I'm trying to be accurate in what I'm telling the people. But you say, Hugh, go ahead. We got 30 minutes. Okay. All right, see, Hugh, this is why I'm a bully. Keep it going, Hugh. I apologize.
Shut up, Monique.
Lay it out as long as you want. Look.
Man, I'm just
no, you know what?
On how ignorant he is.
Hold on, Hugh. I'm sorry. Me and Monique about to argue right quick.
Interrupting you. We're not about to argue. We'll let you talk.
Me and Monique
when it's
are
your
about
turn,
to have.
We argue.
We about to have a 20-second argument. No, we about to have a 20-second argument because no way in the world is Monique about to rush me for topics every week. Every week. I don't want the topics at midnight. I don't want the topics at midnight or early in the morning on Monday. And down, you're not prepared. So computer, you gonna blame it on the computer?
So this is what we can do. Because I remember you was absent for a half hour on the show because of your technical difficulties, sir. So don't even. Oh, I can't get in. They won't let my phone. No, don't do that, sir. Okay. He won't interrupt no more. It's your turn.
Y'all are crazy.
But he forgot about that. He forgot about his 30 minutes. Mine was a second. He was gone from the show. I was still here. He was gone. It was me and you. It was the Mo and Hugh show. Talking about the Pistons and football, and he was nowhere to be found. And we had to rewind for him to catch up. So,
I'm blaming that on Q. Q fault.
No,
Q,
don't bring Q
put us on for 10 minutes that day. He gave us a 15-minute show. Q fault. It's Q fault. That was Q fault that day.
No, it's your fault. It ain't got nothing to do with your phone. Go ahead, brother.
This really feels like he's embarrassed, man. It doesn't even matter about the race no more. It's just people are being ignorant in this world today. When I found out about everything that he was doing, and, I was really shocked at first because when I woke up, that was one of the first things I seen on my text on my sports center. I looked up and it was saying, that they brought out a new shoe, ball advertising the new shoe they have, and I'm like, okay, let me see it. Let me see what they're talking about. I'm like, man, look at this old Fisher Price looking at shoe they got. What's going on? I'm not feeling it. I definitely wasn't feeling it. Then when I seen the price, I'm like, wait a minute, I think I read that wrong. Then I went to work and tried to, get myself together. You know how it takes you a minute to wake up. I said, okay, I'm about woke now. Let me go back to this page and see what the hell is really going on. And I looked to see the shoe was like $495. I'm like, you still rabbit ass mine. Who's gonna pay that for a gym shoe? And Jordan doesn't cost that much. I'm gonna take $500 for a dude whose son and him, better yet, his son haven't proven the damn stuff yet. Prove yourself before you get
Right.
a $500 shoe. This is why I think his ass is going to fail miserably in the NBA. And you know what? Before, Jay and me used to try to protect his punk ass. We used to look at him and we used to say, man, it's not his fault, it's his father doing the talking. But if you let your father do talking, then we got to bash your ass right along with him. Because you held up you and taking pictures
Right.
with a $495 piece of a shoe and think that people are going to buy it. You ain't even got
Did you
drafted
see the
in the
video?
NBA yet. Come on now. I wish I didn't see the video. And it's just a joke to me. I'm just really surprised at how ignorant people can be. And, you know, we always used to look at his son like, well, man, you know what? You know, it's not his son's fault because his son is not saying this. His son is not doing this. It's his father. Man, if he let his father ruin his name, it's on him because a lot of people, including Stephen A. Smith, said, you know, we shouldn't really bash him at first. You know, Lorenzo, you know, it's his father and all this crap up. But I just don't really feel like it's something that I even really want to talk about, really, with this guy. I'm getting kind of sick of him and how ignorant his ass is. But then you put out a $500 shoe. You know, you're $500, you know. And I understand what Shaq's saying. I mean, but damn, you don't have to go overboard. You know, shit, you know, I got a PlayStation, you know, that's a PlayStation or an Xbox and probably with a game or so nowadays, you know. How much you talking about for a shoe? The shoes don't last that long, definitely if you're playing basketball in them. Definitely that artificial piece of shit he had advertising. But I'm just really surprised at how all this stuff happened. And it's just a joke, man. I'm just pissed off for him. He's trying to be a distraction. And I got too distracted by him. And I'm not even going to give this punk ass some power like that anymore because even talking about him now only makes me upset. We're giving this dude power talking about, but even though it's ignorant ass always saying something worse than before. And this is the reason why we're still paying him attention. But they're still looking at it like, you know, and then you clown the people saying, well, if this is what this asshole said, y'all. If you force you ain't truthfully a baller or you ain't a true baller, how you gonna say if I'm a true basketball player or a true fan and a guy that even accomplished nothing there? You know, you have that did okay in UCLA, but you ain't even in the NBA yet. And talking about a $500 damn shoe. Boy, you better be good as hell. You better be the next son of the Michael Jordan and or mixed with Isaiah Thomas, Tim Hardaway, Alonzo Mourning. You got to get at least 10 players to have their remedy in you. Got to have a little bit of Jamila and or Bird if you shoot threes too. Because I've seen a few times him try to shoot deep with that retarded ass with the shot he got. But then you're going to tell me if you're going to give a $500 shoe out there, you're going to advertise it. I'm still messed up about it. You ain't even in the NBA. You ain't even established a career yet. And got a $500 shoe. Oh, God. You ain't even a proven commodity yet. You know, and you talking about, you trying to demand what team you going to go to. Man, this dude's going to be a straight-up D-League legend. I'm telling y'all right now, this pissing me off. You know, I just really think the ignorance of his father and him, I really feel like he's letting his father do the talking, so we got to blame his ass. I don't care what nobody say out here. Right. When y'all say, well, you ain't saying nothing, you know it ain't him, and they coming out of this mouth, and you letting your father say too much bullshit. And now you got it around right now. You know, you got to think the swim, bro. And so you better average 35 to 40 points a game in the NBA with the whack-ass $500 shoes, and you're going to have to live up to the expectations. If your father overhyped you, bro, I don't even think he's going to be that good.
Yeah, I know the shoe. I just want to say this. It's a girl moment. That shoe really looked like somebody's, like, uncle or somebody want to go out. They ain't got no dress shoes, and they just put on their little casual shoes, like they Rockport, but they below the Rockport. They thought they was jazz because they had the little circle on the back, like, oh yeah, these all the kids wearing these. Like, come on now. It's like they have a Steph Curry shoe. And his look like a granddaddy shoe. But his look like a daddy shoe. Like, come on now. This ain't a baller shoe. This is a
$100.
No.
Shit, let's be honest.
Man, you can find that at Burlington.
Some shit.
Like, come on now. That's not hot. It's not hot at all.
You don't got that much money to make that shoe neither. And for them to raise that up to $500, I'm speaking. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that man's crazy. So,
and I don't even use profanity like that, but he out of his fucking mind.
Get him, Hugh. Get him, Hugh.
Yeah,
he wasn't ready for that.
Yeah,
LeVar, you ain't ready for Hugh? What? Okay, I guess. We'll talk to this guy. James, what you? Let's hear it. Let me get my popcorn. Go.
all right, look here. Now, this has been mauling for the past, I want to say, a week or so. Since they brought everything to the forefront. At first, initially, I ignored it. I really did. I ignored it because that type of stupid stuff don't deserve as much attention like that, right? But this has sent me over the edge. And social media has a way of being trolled, like giving people the outlet to be a troll or try to put their beliefs out there, and it has a way of showing how stupid people are, men and women. I done heard some dumbass women say stupid stuff. People pay $600 for some Gucci's or some Prada and this and the other, and
that's established brand.
Exactly, mommy. And I sit up there and I bat my eyes like, okay, we talking an established brand for one. We talking top-notch materials for two. You know what I'm saying? And we talking about the fashion of it for three, and it's a market for that. You know, it's a market for that stuff. That's why they're established brand. That's why they've been around for years. And then you go to Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Puma. Those are established brands that's been putting in work for years. Now, here's my issue. My issue isn't with what LeVar Ball is trying to accomplish. And I was arguing with Jabari about this. And yeah, I'm going to call him out. Jabari's an idiot. And he pissed me off so bad. He pissed me off so bad because I was just arguing with some people online that this young lady, very very beautiful young lady, who pushed up, and you know what I'm saying, she's a very intelligent girl, but I don't think she went into depth about LeVar Ball. I think she just looked at, okay, so this is daddy trying to, you know what I'm saying, bring his son's shoe out, and they want to bring me on brand. Now, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Which it wasn't no problem with her feeling like that. But I told her, I said, look at his history. Go back and look at his interview, and then see if you got that same the same feelings about him after that, right? She looked at the interview, feelings changed. Her feelings changed. Like, he seemed very arrogant and narcissistic. He seemed like he trying to live out his dreams to his son. And she was like, now that I look at the shoe, it looked more like he made that shoe for him more than his son.
Right. Hello, the daddy shoe.
So I'm like, yeah, and that's a straight up ballroom dancing shoe. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no damn battle shoe.
I'm talking about Like, where the cafe at?
But getting back to the idiot thing first. Now, everybody was agreeing with the girl.
Those are not the feelings, everybody on the show. Just take it out on us.
But see, everybody was agreeing with the young lady because, you know, how dudes be caking online. You know, she fine, so I'm gonna agree with her. Maybe she can give me that number. So, anyway, I'm like, I know these dudes know about LeVar Ball. You know what I'm saying? So, ain't no way in the world they should agree with this garbage. So, the idiot Jabari is arguing the point that I agree with. And I told him on several occasions, I'm not against them opening the brand for his son. For his sons are trying to leave a legacy or open their own business, whatever. I care about that. And I think it's brilliant to do that and not let these multi-million-dollar companies get their claws in him for 10 and 15 years and making buku dollars off of him after he established his name and his brand in the league. So I understand where he's coming from because they exploit athletes in college. They exploit them in the pros to make money. That's what it's all about. So I understood where LeVar Ball is coming from. I understand that. I understand what he's trying to do for his family and his son or whatever. But it's a difference from a humble, non-stubborn, seeking father and a man and an egotistic, narcissistic that wants to put himself above the kids that are putting in the goddamn work. Lonzo's out there shooting the three.
Right.
Lonzo is out there running the suicides at practice, learning the plays, playing defense, doing everything. Lonzo's face is the one that's going to be at the marquee of whoever he gets drafted by. Him, not today. And I remember what you just said. Lonzo, at some point, as a 19, almost 20, that shut the hell up. Shut up. Let me try to make these decisions. Now, Under Armour reached out to them, and Nike reached out to them. LeVar wasn't wrong about saying, hey, we would like to start bring our brand out under your company, which was fine. That's fine. But when you have not a leg to put your stand on, this company got all the money, pretty much. They got all the money. Your son ain't in the NBA yet, ain't made a name for him yet.
Mm-hmm.
What wasn't even like Carmelo Anthony and all them guys in college. He wasn't even a beast like that. He was just a prodigy, pretty much. Like, you know, so he probably be good on the next level. Let some good coaches get their hands on. You know what I'm saying? He's just a prodigy right now. They got all the money. They got all the negotiation power. Why would you take your loud mouth, ignorant, niggerish ass at negotiation table and tell them $100 billion over 10 years, $1 billion for my boy? And I heard Under Armour looked at them, laughed, and closed their books. Yeah, this over with. Like, we're not about to deal with you, sir. You have
Under Armour, Nike, Adidas.
Yeah, you have nothing to negotiate. Now we've seen guys come out of college, even high school. LeBron James had $100 million before he even signed an NBA contract. He had $100 million in his pocket from Nike. Right? He had $100 million. We've seen it. We've seen them give people money. Now, how long the contract is going to be, it's up to, you know what I'm saying, the person. Now, Lonzo could easily be like that. Hey, you taking millions out of our pocket. We can have millions of dollars right now, Dad. We can have 50 to 60 million right now. And why not do that for about 5 years or so? Let me establish my brand. And then we take that money that we get, flip it for the NBA money, flip it, bring out our own brand in because we established I'm doing what I need to do. The kids want to wear my shoes. Kids will wear my shirt. You know what I'm saying? My quotes and stuff on my shirts, all this. Then we come out. Then we expand. And then, by me being established, some of the players, the people who get the materials for the shoes and the clothes will be like, we'll give you half off. How about that, Lonzo? We got, you know what, Lonzo? We're going to give you half off, and then we're going to throw in some extra materials, you know what I'm saying, do this for you on the house, because we know you're going to sell out.
Right.
So my thing is, why try to bring those generic shoes before they're ready to even come out and go out for $500, and they're not on the level of a Gucci, Prada, the Kohans or nothing like that. And then you got the Jordans, which is the most popular shoe ever, damn near. Jordan's $100,000. What makes you think a kid is gonna look at the Jordans that's established and then look at these goddamn
right.
these R&B classics sitting right next to the Jordans, sitting right next to the Jordans, and say, "Oh man, you know what? I'm about to get these big baller brands." Nobody. Nobody is gonna do that, especially for $500. You know what I'm saying? I can say it'd be $300, and I can get me some Jordan flip flops, and the damn flip flops is $220.
Man.
So what I was trying to get the idiot Jabari to understand, and the idiots out there that's saying, "Oh, that's why black people don't have nothing because we don't go out to buy." I don't even want that. This is the main reason why it's bound to fail. Because when you have to sell something for that much, you're trying to make money back that you lost producing that. Exactly.
Absolutely.
So you're trying to get money back for the shoe. You're not trying to. They really gonna make. And then he gonna sit up there and say, "Oh, he sold." I saw an article that he sold over 1,000 shoes and blah blah. First of all, they on pre-order. They ain't even coming out for the next 6 months. For one, for two, your news source is trash. For three, he's not profiting all that money, idiot. Most of that is going to cost.
Right.
You got to get the shoes made. You got to buy the materials for it. You got to get them shipped. And you got to ship them to people. They ain't even in the store. So, what the hell? So, this is a classic case of a father saying, I didn't make it. My boys making it. They getting publicity on ESPN and this and other. You don't know what? I'm about to make the splash. So this is more about LeVar Ball than it is about those 3 talented young men he over there raising. This is what it's about. And like I said, Hugh, I'm with you. And I think like it always is, it's always the young ones that stand up that get sick of their father and be like, "Dad, you ain't about to do what you did with Lonzo and them."
Right. Yep.
I got me an agent, and I'm going out on my own. You're out of control, and I'm about to be a 100 millionaire. So you can stop talking if you want to. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You need to calm down. And I remember what Lonzo said one time, and I feel like a person who doesn't want to sit and listen to wisdom and knowledge is a fool. And Lonzo is not Lonzo, but Barbara is a freaking fool. He's a fool. And this is why. He sat right on first take. Not first take, but undisputed with Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless. He was sitting right on there, and Shannon Sharp said, "Hey Lonzo, y'all don't feel pop, you know what I'm saying, like pops, you know what I'm saying, calm down or keep it on or whatever." Before Lonzo even could say anything, don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. But what I say, that's what goes. My wife don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. Everybody, they know I'm the chief in that. Nobody tell me nothing. So to me, that goes to show he control everything. He made Lonzo get in front of that camera and hold them shoes like like he had a belt, like he had a belt behind the camera. I'm gonna whoop your ass if you don't hold this shoe up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
those shoes, like, yo, granddaddy came up to the basketball court shoe, and you're like, no, granddaddy, not the church shoes. Granddaddy, come on now. Come on, granddaddy.
I would have hit my fingers behind that shoe.
I'm telling you.
That's what I would have did.
Lonzo, LeVar Ball sounded like a cross between Ike Turner and Joe Jackson. And see, but here's the difference. Joe Jackson did it the right way. He pushed his kids to do that for them. He never once tried to put himself before his children.
Right.
He worked them hard. But he did that so they can have success. Not him. Joe Jackson wasn't getting on there performing with them. Grabbing a microphone from Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing that. So you can push a kid. You can want the best for him. That's totally fine. But do it the right way. You cannot put the cart before the horse. So I'm saying, as long as this man is in complete control of what his kids do, and he is not providing the correct wisdom and following the direction that he's supposed to, gonna get doomed. Like you said, Lonzo gonna end up being out the league, man. I mean, for real, because nobody's not gonna want to deal with his daddy. His daddy gonna be too much of a interference and everything, man. Nobody don't want to deal with that. Nobody. No NBA teams, like for real, he end up getting his ass carried up out the arena like Charles Oakley did. I guarantee you that. Yeah, Charles Oakley his ass so quick. But yeah, man, that's all I gotta say. I'm just saying, and people on Facebook and stuff like that, open your minds, man. Like, nobody's saying that black people, our race, can't come out with something. But let's make sure we do it right. I got a guy who does like these hashtag signs. His name is Christopher Kyle. Cool dude, man. Cool dude. One of the, top gentlemen I ever seen, man. The way he treats this lady, man, is superb. You know what I'm saying? I admire that. Or whatever, I admire his go-getter, mentality. How he goes out and, markets and stuff or whatever. And he's taking it bit by bit. He's not putting all his apples out in one bunch. And, Shark Tank and stuff, all that was calling him. Like, hey, dog, he went to go audition for Shark Tank or whatever. And they called him and was like, hey, we want to buy those times. Like, you know what I'm saying? The actual Shark Tank was like,
congratulations.
So he was doing it the right way. He didn't put the cart before the horse. You know what I'm saying? He took his time. He made sure he marketed his brand and everything. So what I'm saying is, it can be done, but let it be done the right way. And Lonzo, I'm for real, man. If this ever gets back to you, yourself, your dad is gonna be your dad regardless. And you always
90
your father,
seconds.
but parents cross the line too. And you have to understand, this is your life. When it's all said and done, this is your life. You got to get married. You got to have children. You got to have grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? Your children got to have children. You got to be a granddaddy at the end of the day. So you got to look out for your future and what you want out of your life. You make them want this too, but make sure it's get done the right way as well. Don't be a yes man just because that's your dad and he aggressive.
60
You gotta stay
seconds.
with us at some point. That's all I gotta say.
Well, you sure?
50 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. Make sure you got it all out.
Yeah, I got it all out, baby.
Okay. Yeah, Lonzo, you need to grow up. Be a boy or a man. It's time to make that decision. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
One or the other. Can't be both. Because your daddy gonna keep running it and ruining it for you. Man. So I want to thank everybody for listening to the show today. We missed y'all. Maybe Jay did, but because he takes breaks anyway. we
10
we hope you come
seconds.
back to listen to us on Beyond the Bleacherz on Block Mondays from 6 to 8 with your boys Jay Lou, Hill, and the awesome Monique. So y'all have a good week. We out.
Peace out.
See you next week.
Hello.
Hey.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.